How to be empty. Great question. See? Only physical comparisons once fully enlightened. If you want to compare physically, everything's the same. But inside, nothing. Absolute emptiness inside. Inside head, heart, stomach, arms, fingers, toes. Weightlessness. Like a feather. In fact, even skin. Disappears. You see, you become the ghost. The ghost that you were once frightened of. You become it. Oh yes. Certain sensations return. Certain stomachs. Maybe a cramp. Very subtle migraine may appear. But it's like a feather tickling your brain. And the brain is empty also. It's like space fighting with space. See? That's the only physical difference. Everything about you is empty. Even the thoughts that come into your head that once used to encapsulate you, bound you, gag you, torture you, even they are like feathers. Even the horrific thoughts are like clouds floating through. So how to be like this? Let's get to the crux. How to be empty and free and at peace. How to be free and at peace and completely feather-like. Completely feather-like. Because to be feather-like is love. You see? When you watch a feather floating from the sky, a white feather against the blue background. Oh my God, it's so lovely. That's you. You're not the feather anymore, you're the movement of the feather. Even the feather has gone. You're just this space. Looking at things that have no form, that are completely empty. Even the tree, the biggest oak, the biggest building, the biggest mountain, you know it's hollow inside. There's nothing there. How to do this? Observe everything as empty. But you must remove everything. You see, when you say feather, you have an imagination of a feather floating. But the feather is a stumbling block, you see. The name, the colour, the identification with the feather makes it something, not completely empty. So to observe, you must observe everything as completely empty. So the feather, the name is removed. It is no longer a feather. The colour is removed. The texture is removed. How can you do this while you're looking at this feather? How can you have a feather in your hand and look at it? and see it as complete emptiness when it is actually there. See? Sounds difficult because mind is now saying, no, no, we don't want this one to go any further. Because again, I'm redundant. So when you start this project, the mind will say, it's a feather, you're a fool, it's white. What does this guy mean? You see, all these are thoughts. I'm going to speak now, as if you're witnessing the feather, and it's the mind that's speaking. I'm going to spend 5 minutes, see how long I get. Okay, here I go. I can still see it though. What are you doing, you fool? It's not going to disappear. How can it disappear? It's there, it's real. It comes from a bird. God, enough of this foolishness. So to remove this feather, to make this feather become complete emptiness, it's obvious what you have to do. Remove the mind. You see? It's not the feather you're removing. It's the association with feather and mind. This connection, this interaction between mind and feather. Mind created the feather. Mind has created everything. So it is the owner of this name, feather. It has been given to you through your schooling, your teacher, your parents. They said it was a feather. Listen to your parents, other version of mind. Listen to your teachers, other version of mind. They're not stupid. I'm not stupid. You see, I'm not stupid. This is the mind speaking, not you. I am not stupid. But you think it's you that's speaking. I'm not stupid. It's a feather. It's the man in the video. It's him. He's stupid. How can you disappear a feather without a magic wand? No, it's not the feather. That's the problem. The feather is a temporary thing that will disappear. It will disappear, physically disappear, through nature, through corrosion, through everything. It will disappear without you trying to make it disappear. But when it disappears, mind says, remember that feather that was in your hand last year? Mind says the feather still exists, you see. It's the mind that exists. To observe emptiness, your head, you must be empty. To see emptiness. And when you become this emptiness, this nothing, because you cannot say feather-like state, because immediately mind is back in the action, mind is back in the picture. I'm there, feather-like state, feather, white, moving, substance, something. He's a something. When you become this nothingness, see, mind goes, oh, nothing, nothing, nothing. There's not even a picture of nothing. There's not even anything I can point to towards nothing for this one to get caught, so I can trap him and hook him in. Oh, God, I don't like this nothing, see? So when you become nothing, you become empty. And when you become empty, there's no mind. And when mind does come in, it is empty. Because it cannot come into something. Mind is not a physical form. You cannot even paint a picture of mind, like you cannot paint a picture of nothing. So mind is nothing, with vibrations, with tentacles that tries to kind of make something out of everything. So mind is nothing, trying to come into nothing, to emptiness. So mind becomes emptiness, with no tentacles. And it likes it. It says, you know what, I kind of like this. I'm not redundant. I'm still here. I'm still making him move his hand. I'm still making him breathe. I'm still breaking everything appear as if it was a real thing. But in fact, it's all empty. Even mind admits then it's all empty. That is why you never see an enlightened person fitting into this mind-based world, because every single mind will reject. No. Even though this empty mind says, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, but a feather, hand, disappear, only Houdini. No. Jesus maybe, I don't know. No, I can't make feather disappear, you see? Ego mind is still present. It's looking at pure mind jealous and envious, thinking, what, this one looks quite happy. He looks quite at peace. He looks quite light and empty. I'd like to be like him. But I'm a bit frightened. Because my mind is still saying, parents told you a feather exists. Parent teacher told you a feather exists. Life tells you to be full, not empty. When you're empty, you're full of space, you see? Full. You're completely full. Full of nothingness. Full of space. All our language has taken us in the wrong direction. Every time we speak now, it takes us further away from Source, further away from your truth. You can't argue with this statement. When you're completely empty, you are full of space, of emptiness. You are full. This emptiness is full of emptiness, of space, whatever you want to call it. And when you see form, this fullness, solidness, inside it, it is empty. Empty. Because it is tiny. This feather is tiny in this whole universe. So it is quite empty, quite tiny in this big spacious world. But you still say, no, it's solid, it's full. Everything is contradiction. Everything opposite is the same. Happiness, sameness, sadness comes from same source, same energy. Mind says it's different. Pain, pleasure, same source. Mind says it's different. Pleasure can sometimes be painful. But mind says, no, it resulted from something you were doing properly, pleasurable. Pain can sometimes be nice, No, it just resulted in something you did wrongly, painfully. You see, the result of pain comes from an incident or an action that is wrong. The result of pleasure comes from the result of an incident or an action that seems to be right. But neither is right nor wrong. You see, even right and wrong come from the same point. The mind wants you to take sides. The mind wants you to be full, then it wants you to be empty. But it doesn't want you to be free, you see, because it thinks you're going to send it on its way. It'll send you to emptiness. And then, no, fullness. Ooh, I don't like this feeling of emptiness. I want to be here. I want to feel, rigid. You see? It keeps you moving either way. And it's fine to move either way. As long as you move either way and not one way, full all the time. Empty all the time. Nothing gets done. Fullness, suffering, rigid, tension, stress, headache, migraine. I'm full, I'm so freaking full. I'm bursting full. So taste emptiness. Mind wants you to be empty and full. But it does not want you to be free. See? And to be free is to recognize and realize that it is possible for you to be empty. And it is possible for you to experience fullness. Experience emptiness and experience fullness. And you're free because you know that you are neither. You're only witnessing, observing emptiness, fullness. Completely free. And freedom, the pure, free consciousness that you are, is beyond emptiness and beyond fullness. Freedom is unspeakable. No one can speak about freedom because you are not there to speak it, but you are there as it. Namaste.